Yo, what up, boat gang? Central, it's your boy Charger LB, the realest, with another video. How's everybody doing out there? I'm hoping you're doing great because guess what? We got the dub. Big dubs in the house, baby. Los Angeles, the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers just won this Sunday against Dallas Cowboys. Beat they butts, beat them boys 34-17. I know, right? A lot of naysayers out there and iffy fans in the fandom didn't think that we can pull this off. But I had faith. I had faith in my San Diego Los Angeles Chargers. I've had faith for a while now. Now, given the Jaguars game was a little iffy. I was a little disfranchised and discouraged with that one. But ever since the bye week, we were 4-0. We came with fire and heat and a problem. They woke up and chose violence. And not only was the defense dominant in this game, but the offense was also dominant and matched Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys blow for blow. So originally, Dak Prescott came out, they scored first, they got the touchdown, and they looked like they were on fire, right? Dak Prescott was slinging them things, right? The Pickens and CD Lamb, and they were catching them. Tight windows, coverage. I don't know how in the hell these guys caught these passes, right? But they ended up catching them. And it was just amazing to watch. And it looked like Dak and the boys were unstoppable for the first half. Only for the first half, because as soon as they made a touchdown, Justin Herbert came out and started slinging them as well. And he, got a touchdown pass to Quentin Johnston, and Ladidi McConkey got a touchdown pass, and Amarian Hampton ran it in for a touchdown. Even Herbert got a touchdown. So, what I'm saying, the offense really showed up to play. They really came out to play. And like I said, the defense was a little slow in the beginning for whatever reason. Pickens was really getting the best of Cam Hart. And I was like, dang, Cam, what happened? What happened? Like a 2, 3 different plays. I was like, dang, he just got beat. Not really beat on his feet, but he just got beat with the pass. He wasn't able to make a play on the ball, and Pickens caught it. So it was looking real iffy in the first half, but somehow the second half, these boys came to play. And I don't mean them boys. I mean our boys, our men that showed these boys how to play football. You feel? So I don't know what Derwin James might have said to these. He did say that during an interview after the game, he said that they had came to an agreement that they weren't playing their brand of football, and I guess that must have jarred something in their brains. And they came out to play that second half. No, there were no interceptions. I kept waiting for the interceptions to happen because that's what our team is really good at, right? I think Dante Jackson and Tony Jefferson both are tied with 4 interceptions each on the list of top basically defenders with interceptions. And I think Dante Jackson is like number 11 and Tony Jefferson is number 12 on that list. So I was waiting for the interceptions. They never did come because, credit to Dak and the boys, man. Credit to Dak Prescott and the Cowboys because he was slanging them. They were catching them, like I said, tight windows, really tough catches to make, but they did their job primarily in the first half. In the second half, like I said, no interceptions. There was a forced fumble that was towards the end. Derwin James actually forced the fumble. Tuli Tuipulotu got the fumbled it, but then he was able to recover that ball. So it was all good. Ended up being Chargers ball. We turned it over at least one time. They did at least get one sack on Dak Prescott as well. So I was happy about that. I was waiting for the sacks. But like I said, credits to them boys because Dak was moving around and he was slanging them before our defenders got to him. So that one sack was really nice to have for the stats. You know what I'm saying? So that was great. So like I said, the offense came up to play. Quentin Johnston, who ain't got no hands. Y'all gonna stop playing with my boy Quentin Johnston. Stop talking mess about him all the time. We actually had fans talking about we need to cut Quinston, as if Quinston wasn't the main reason we were winning last season. He was leading our team in touchdowns. What are you talking about? Nobody's nobody's cutting Quentin Johnston, bro. Even Herbert came out in every single interview. They would talk about Quentin, and he would just be like, "Look, I'm really impressed with the progress Quentin is making, and I'm going to keep passing it to him." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to keep passing it to him. F what y'all talking about. I already know what kind of player he is. Ladidi says something to the same extent about how, there's some passes that QJ can make he's like, how did he make that catch? You know what I'm saying? So, he's a tall guy. He's fierce when he's out there. He stumbles a little bit when he gets hit, but every now and again he can shake some fools and bounce off a tackle. So if they don't really commit to their tackles, Quentin can go. He can go, and he made that. He made a 50-yard catch down on the sideline from Herbo, and then he made a touchdown catch with one hand. Tell me that boy don't got hands. Don't ever ever in your life talk about Quentin Johnson again. Don't you even say his name. And if you talk mess about QJ, you can't even say his name no more. Matter of fact, you can't even say nothing with a Q. Not quintessential, not quinta, not none of that. You can't say nothing with a Q. I don't care. Not QJ, nothing. Don't say Quentin, nothing. You just say that guy that I talk mess about that now I gotta apologize to. That's what you say. And to a lot of people's credit, I was online. A lot of people actually came out and apologized to Quentin Johnson for all the mess that they've been talking. So that is appreciated. It takes a real man to know when he's wrong and when he needs the STFU. You know what I'm saying? So, that's neither here nor there. We'll move on from that one. But I will just say, shouts out to Quentin Johnson. Never lost faith in my bro. Never once did I lose faith in Quentin Johnson. Everybody's entitled to a bad game from time to time. And yes, last year's game was bad. He dropped like 4 passes. It was bad. But it's not how you fall, it's how you get back up. You know what I'm saying? And he really did get back up, and he's showing the world who he is. Shout out to Ladidi. You know what I'm saying? He was out there balling out, catching passes. He had a touchdown pass or a touchdown catch from Herbo. Herbo actually ran it in. They did the power surge. You know what I'm saying? We call it the power surge around here. They did the power surge, and Scott Matlock got behind Justin and just pushed him in. And even Kamani Vidal got behind Scott Matlock and helped push them all in. So it was super easy. It was like butter knife. It was like a butter knife and butter, just super easy. Just pushed it right up on in there. So shout out to those boys, man. They did their job. Like I said, Kimani Vidal showed up, running it all down the field. He had some good runs. Omarion Hampton is back to his old self, explosive, fierce, powerful. He's beasting out there. He had some good runs as well. So we were running the ball on him. We were passing the ball on him. And at the second half, we were really defending that ball and keeping them to only 17 points. Dak Prescott and them boys only scored 17 points. The most powerful offense in the NFL, supposedly by some people, only scored 17 points. And our offense, with Justin Herbert's broken hand, not throwing hand, but still broken, had surgery just a few weeks ago, still threw for over, I think it was over 300 yards, right? Or over 300 yards total yards for sure. He had a rushing touchdown and 2 touchdown passes with a broken hand and the most horrible O-line in NFL history. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure this season, like it's the worst O-line in the league. And we're still somehow edging out these wins. And this wasn't a win where, like a past, like where we just barely won by 3 or maybe a touchdown. It was a 1-score game. No, we won decisively. Those boys went out there and dominated. Those Charger boys, those Charger men who showed these boys how to play NFL football, went out there and showed them who they are and dominated the game. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you get the big dub. You know what I'm saying? So super proud of my Chargers, man. Super proud. I wanted to get this video out earlier on Sunday, but I was traveling. I was in traffic. Plus, I've been battling this cold, so I'm just trying to get better. But as I get better, and as the Christmas season comes to a close, and we enter into 2026, this channel will start picking up. Especially in the off season, I want to bring you guys like news about what's going on with Rashawn Slater, Joe Alt, Najee Harris. The trades that are going on like that, and just everything that's going to go down with this San Diego, Los Angeles team. And eventually I will start making it out to the games. I really want to go to like Electric Avenue and Thunder Alley because I see everybody having such a good time. I've never actually been. I've only ever been to one Charger game, and that was with my wife against Dallas Cowboys at Sophie Stadium. So I think that's dope. They actually won that game. The Cowboys won that time. But we're here now. It's a different team than it was 2 years ago. We got a brand new coach, Coach Harbaugh. Shout out Coach Harbaugh. Shout out the defensive coordinator, Coach Mentor, Jesse Mentor. Shout out Greg Roman. Greg Roman actually put together a decent game plan this time, and the plays were outstanding. Mwah! Chef's kiss to the whole team, from the coaches, the players, offense, defense, special teams. Shout out Cameron Dicker and the rest of the boys out there that come in clutch every single time we need 3 points or that extra point. He comes in clutch. Like every single time he's on point, never misses. Well, barely ever misses. You know what I'm saying? I never really have to look at the TV when I know Cameron Dicker is out there kicking the ball because it's like, come on now, he's all I gotta do is put my arms up like this and just close my eyes. But I already know he's gonna make it. I already know that's a given. That's a given. So, like I said, man, I'm super proud of these Chargers, these super Chargers, these super San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers. You know what I'm saying? Showing the naysayers what's up, proving all the naysayers wrong, like Nick Wright and all these hating ass political, or I'm not political, sports pundits that come out here and talk mess about the Chargers or don't want to give the Chargers their shine, even when we win the game. That's crazy. Even when we win the game, they can't talk. They can't stop talking about the loser, the team that lost the game. Or they'll say some stuff like, "Oh yeah, they won this game, but Justin Herbert keeps losing in the playoffs. I can't wait to the play." At this point, I don't care. Don't talk to me about playoffs. I don't care about. I care about the playoffs. I care about winning the Super Bowl. But in the macro, on the larger scale, I don't care. I don't care as long as my team is having a great day. As long as we get the dub. You know what I'm saying? As long as we look great out there and we played our hearts out, at the end of the day, you can't be mad because there's only so many teams that are going to win the Super Bowl. There's only so many teams that have won it already. You know what I'm saying? So if you're just going off of, well, did we win the Super Bowl or not, you're going to be forever disappointed because there's only one team that will ever win it each year. You feel me? So you better start learning how to enjoy the regular games, the regular season. And I know there's people that say they will never give Justin his respect outside of a playoff win or outside of a Super Bowl run. I don't care. I don't care. I ride for the blue and yellow. You know what I'm saying? I ride for the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers no matter what. Yes, I was hurt when they left San Diego, like so many other San Diego fans were. And you can't take that from us. You can't tell another fan how they're supposed to feel when something like that happens. I know a lot of you want us to just be like, just suck it up, get over it. And for the most part, I have. But there's a lot of us that it's just going to take them a little more time. They need to see the new organization. They need to feel this new culture that's being created by the team and the fans and the organization because we are creating this culture as we go right now. We never had a winning culture before. Now we have a new coach, new organization. We have a winning culture now. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. You feel me? Like we didn't have that kind of stuff before. We got people, fans coming out with, the boat symbol, throw your boats in the air and wave them like you just don't care. You feel me? Like we're building this culture and I'm here for it. I'm super here for it. So we put the beating on the Dallas Cowboys, them boys, you know what I'm saying? Really showed them that they were boys compared to men out there on the field. Shouts out to my wife. That's her team. I won't talk too much mess. But you know, I'm super proud. And I said even before the Chiefs game that win, loss, or draw, whatever happens, I'm super proud of this team. Nobody would expect that we would go on to beat the Super Bowl champs and the Philadelphia Eagles, the prior Super Bowl champs, and the two-time Super Bowl champs and the Kansas City Chiefs, and then went on to beat them boys. You know what I'm saying? So now we got 2 games left against the Houston Texans coming up this Saturday, prime time because they flexed that game to Saturday. And then right after that, we got the Denver Broncos, in which we are in the running to win the West. We are in the running to win the AFC West division. As long as we win out these 2 games. Denver Broncos already lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we all had to be temporary Jaguar fans and root for the Jaguars so that we could have that potential. We could have that the potential to win the West. You know what I'm saying? Because they needed to lose, and we have to win out. So now they go against the Kansas City Chiefs. You guys know that Patrick Mahomes went out with his injury, and now Gardner Minshew, the backup quarterback, actually went down with the same exact injury. Crazy bad luck for that Kansas City Chiefs team. That's one of my bros team. One of my bros, that's his team, Kansas City Chiefs, and he's always super proud because of how well they normally do. But this season is a lot different. There's going to be a new king in the West. There's going to be a new king of this division. And I think it will be the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers. Now, we still got 2 games to go. I don't want to speak too soon because we still got to get to the Houston Texans first. All right. 1 game at a time. All right. Everybody's saying the Houston Texans defense is the best in the league and we should be worried. But guess what? You told us that we should have been worried against Philadelphia. You told us that we should be worried against Kansas City. You told us that we should be worried against Dallas. And all of those were dub, dub, dub. So what do you think this game is going to be? I don't know. We're following a pattern here, right? And if we follow the same exact pattern, there's going to be naysayers out here that say we're going to lose this game. They're going to say Houston Texans, they're going to be the favorites going in, and we're going to be the underdogs again. But you know what? I think being the underdog works for us because every single time they label us the underdog, which is every single time, almost every single time, we win. And we prove them wrong every single time. So let's continue that trend. Let's continue that pattern. Let's go into Houston's actually coming out to us. So let's pack those stands. I'm not going to be at the game. I wish I could. Maybe next year I'll be able to go more games and stuff like that. But pack the stands if you're going, show out, be loud, be proud, represent, because that energy, I believe that energy does matter. Think about it. If you believe in science, then you believe in energy. If you believe in energy, you believe that positive energy begets more positive energy, and negative energy begets more negative energy. So if you come out there and you spread positivity in the stands, in the streets, in your room, your living room, wherever you are, that positivity will translate. Now, I'm not trying to be superstitious. I'm just saying that they need positive fans. All right. If you go out there and you're like, oh, I don't really believe, oh, we're not going to win, that negativity will travel too. So watch the words and watch the energies that you put out there. Be positive about our team. Be explosive. Be fierce. You know what I'm saying? Have faith that the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers will get it done, because guess what? Through everything, we've got it done. The most horrible O-line in NFL history, practically. And we keep winning. Najee Harris goes out. We keep winning. We lost Khalil Mack for a few games. We lost Omarion Hampton. Came back stronger than ever. Herbert's out there with one hand, still slinging them. Oh, excuse me. This hand, right? Still slinging them out there. Still coming up with the dub. And every single time, these people want to doubt us. But hey, I say keep doubting, and we'll keep showing. So I'm really excited. Like I said, one more piece of news before I get out of here. Denzel Perryman, our beloved linebacker on the defense of the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers, one of our unks, our beloved unks, he got suspended for 2 games. The league actually suspended Denzel for 2 games because they said he is basically a repeat offender, and as far as tackling helpless players on the field. Because of that one tackle he made, it was I think they whistled it dead, and he was already on the ground, and he went for the tackle and caught the helmet to helmet. Look, I understand the penalty. I understand that. But to suspend him for 2 games is pretty crazy. That's a pretty wild outcome for what happened. Like, it doesn't really match to me. And you guys know that they fined Tony Jefferson and ejected him from the game against the Kansas City Chiefs for that one hit that he had. And they said that was helmet to helmet too. But I mean, that one wasn't whistle dead. What was he supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? If you're traveling with that much force, you don't necessarily have time to make that adjustment if they're already like, ready for it and going down. Like, so it's just one of those situations where it really sucks and it's really unfair. And honestly, I think they're just trying to make it a little harder on us because our guys are out there playing lights out. Our guys are out there playing old school football, and they are hitting hard. And I think a little too hard for the people in New York that are making these decisions, because I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. It is horrible. It's so unfair. So they suspended him for 2 games without pay. He will not be available for us against Houston Texans or the Denver Broncos, which is a huge blow to our defense. So he's one of our top tacklers and one of our OGs out there, and it just really sucks, man. It really sucks. But this is the NFL, you know what I'm saying? So what do? You can't say anything. They just fined Puka Nacua for daring to criticize, I believe, the referees. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hectic out there. It's really unfair for a lot of these guys. And all you can do is just grit your teeth, grin and bear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But hey, with all that being said, our guys are still going to show up no matter what. Next man up, whoever takes Denzel's spot, I'm pretty sure is going to come out hitting hard and ready to play. And that's how it should be. So, one more time, who's got it better than us? Nobody. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Bolts. You feel me? Bolt Gang Central. I'm LB the Realist, your host. Like I said, like this video, share, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. You know what I'm saying? It all helps the algorithm. This is a very, very new channel, a new organization that I just decided to start because I'm so enthusiastic and so energetic about the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers that I needed an outlet to express myself. Aside from my political and current event type stuff, because I do that too. I got another channel called Surrealistic Studio, Surreal News, where I talk about news and current events and worldly events, that kind of stuff. But I wanted a separate channel that just was very niched into San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers. So that's what I like talking about. That's what gets me energized right now. So that's what I'm putting out. So follow me everywhere. Like I said, I'm LB the Realist. I'm all over social media. And until next time, remember, love, peace, and light. Love more than you hate. And how about them Chargers? I'm out.